joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. And it's the Hawks to start out. And here's McCollum. McCollum on the wing. Launches a three. And Grimes pulls it down. And the last few seasons, Legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the two.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
The three from Rizashea, and the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Rizashea's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Now here's Harden. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Back to Mobley. Pass to Edgecombe. Shot clock at 5. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Mobley, no good.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Chalk up 2 there.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Lets it fly. Philadelphia with another miss. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Ali LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Guys?
All right, Ali, thanks once again. It's Bryant with a drive.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Cousins down low. Over Randall. No good off the back of the rim. The Hawks lead by 7. Well, Tim, despite their youth, the Hawks have been able to remain pretty competitive.
Well, when you look at this lineup, you see a lot of length and versatility, and that's where this league is headed. So they are creating...
Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Wow, V.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Bryant outside. Back to McCollum. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Bryant inside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. From deep, Mobley. Okongwu with the rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Bryant outside. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Outside Harden. Count that one.
It's impressive how Harden makes room inside. He finds a way to navigate the shots.
Atlanta leading by 5. McCollum outside. And here's Bryant outside. Nope, that one misses. Now 3 for 5. Now Philadelphia with it. Cousins with it. No made baskets yet. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. Lowry, right side. Cousins with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lowry. And here's Oubre from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, running the offense, just one of Lowry's many talents.
Bryant outside. Randall on the screen. Let's go with a 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
That one's no good. And on his 3rd shot, he finally gets it to fall. Got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Hawks ahead, leading by 3. And the 2nd quarter about... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
No need to rush that play. That's called giving away a possession.
Now Harden. Randall pulls down the board. On the wing, Bryant. And now we've got an intentional foul. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your hands on the floor.
Bryant, left side. They get it back. Oh, throw it down! Robert Williams on the follow.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity. He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Guys, back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Back to Bryant. Outside Rizachet. Shot clock at 6. Bryant on the drive. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. To the middle. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside Grimes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his 2nd foul already.
And here's Cousins. Checked by Randall. Cousins down low. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. The Hawks leading. Outside, Highland. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Highland's got his first points of the night.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Harden's shot is good.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at. Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he sinks the second. And the 76ers with possession, trailing by 2. Harden surveying the D. To the paint. Here's Bona. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
That's a textbook pass by Harden. He knows to move the ball when his shot isn't there off the pick.
Right side, Highland. To the wing on the left. To the inside. 4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. From the wing. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. .116 left in the second. Pass to Harden. Here's Bona. Outside for Harden. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Atlanta.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
And the call will be against James Harden. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Randall. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Bryant outside. McCollum outside. Pass to Okongwu. Left block shot on the way. And he hits the jumper. Okongwu's got his second bucket on the night.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Now here's Bryant. The Sixers again can't hit.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
But that is the shot he should be looking for. He's just got to hope for better luck next time.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Atlanta on top, up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. A chance to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the 76ers was able to update me on the situation. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And we know this type of injury can be a long road. However, the bright side at the moment is that they believe he may be able to play. Fingers crossed.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with. Injuries are unavoidable.
Pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
A maestro running the two-man game. Now Lowry with textbook guard play there.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Philadelphia substitution. Number 18.
It's Grimes on the wing. Still without a bucket. Atlanta leading by 4. Pass to Bryant.
76ers foul. Edge code. Team first.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter.
And in the last two possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Harden drawing the double team. To the right side. Cousins for three. Knocks it down from distance. Cousins has got 5 points now this quarter.
With good timing and a sound jump shot, Cousins is able to convert catch-and-shoot opportunities.
McCollum outside. Bryant left side. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers. I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. McCollum with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Back to McCollum. Randall on the screen. McCollum into the lane. Count it. And the Hawks lead by 1. Tim, so many different offensive systems in the NBA. You have a personal favorite to watch?
Yeah, I think I've got a soft spot in my heart for those systems that involve player movement and ball movement, particularly trying to get shooters looks off of screens.
I love the .5 offenses, in and out of the hands, moving the ball fast.
No doubt about it, very difficult to defend.
Inside. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
It's McCollum with a drive. Back to Bryant. Outside Rizachet. Pass to Bryant. Just 5 on the clock.
Edge code. Team second.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now Okongwu. Back to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Picked up by Okongwu. From the high post. Mobley grabs the board.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
There's the double with Okongwu. Pass to Edgecombe. Fires the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand. Back to Bryant. Randall on the screen. Stolen by Mobley. And here's Cousins. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Rizachet. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Greg?
You know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11", and the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ. And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Outside Harden. Pass to Oubre. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
Highland looking for an opening. No good. Would have counted had it gone. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we're coming back in just a moment.
The 76ers. 32.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Here's Bryant. Randall outside. Bryant in the high post. 6 to shoot. High arcing shot. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Harden can't hit.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Down low. Bryant, left side. Pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of length.
To the middle. It's stolen by Okongwu. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Okongwu. Launches it. Rebounded by James Harden. 76ers trail by 4. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Here's Edgecombe. Good work defensively by Randall. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Philadelphia substitution. Number 17, DeMarcus Cousins.
And here's McCollum. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Cousins with it. Randall's in his pocket. Harden's got space. Cans it from the wing. 9 points for James Harden.
A reliable shooter off the catch. Harden with that sweet lefty stroke.
Bryant on the drive. Using the glass to lay it in.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Bryant outside. Cash it in.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Shoots a 3. McCollum with the rebound.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
Perfect timing. Gets into the passing lane, and then he's off the other way.
Here's Edgecombe. Here's Mobley. Randall rips down the board. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. It's Bryant with a drive. Oh, no good on the dunk.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Cousins with it. Clock at 6. Oh, he can't get the layup. The Hawks lead by 4. Bryant outside. Randall on the screen. Here's Okongwu. Mobley outside. Here's Edgecombe. From deep. Nope.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Okongwu with the rebound. Harden can't hit it. And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's foul number 2 for him.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Now Bryant into the lane. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.